row, going to lead it down here to the flag stand. Car number 76, Paul Dunham on the inside, Constantino on the outside. Side by side, Dunham didn't go. And Constantino going to go around up there on the outside. Hartman trying to do it as well. 3 wide into corner number 2. Lias going to sneak on by, a little bit of contact with Muhlberger. They're going to go 4 wide into corner number 3 and 4. And that wasn't going to stick, as there is not enough racing room to go 4 wide into corner number 3 and 4. Muhlberger went in just a little bit too. Looking for the green flag off corner number 4 once again. Again, that is the original start, and we are racing on our way once again. And here comes Hartman up there on the outside, working the top side. Constantino down low. Hartman going to drag race him off corner number 2 down the backstretch, but Constantino just too strong down on the inside. Hartman not going to give up without a fight, working the outside off corner number 4. Has to give it up as Constantino worked him right up towards the wall, but he's going to go right back to work on him once again. Tim Hartman, how about it? Job he's doing out there, working all over the back end of Constantino. Constantino finally slides up the hill, making that number 63 machine just about as wide as he can. So Constantino now has the top spot. He slides up the hill, and here comes Hartman. Side by side off corner number 2. Hartman has to back out of it. The number 6 of Elms are all up there in the number 3 spot right now. That's the final qualifying spot. So he's on the hot seat with Fred Muhlberger hot on his heels down into corner number 1 and 2. Lead change for a brief moment. Hartman trying to hold down the fort on the inside, but Constantino going to work it up on the top. Off corner number 4, Constantino going to grab the top spot right back again. So Hartman rides second. So right now, Chuck Elms has the number 3rd and final qualifying spot, but he has got Fred Muhlberger all over the back. Bumper off corner number 2 down the backstretch. Your leader's trying to run away and hide from the rest of the field. We've got a car around over in the bottom of corner number 2. So caution lights coming out. Caution lights coming out once again for Paul Dunham as he went around in corner number 2. And we've got our second caution for heat race number 2. 5 laps in the book, just under the halfway point. And Elms row number 2, Muhlberger and Brundige. Only 3 qualify, so right now that belongs to Chucky Elms and his number 6 machine. But here comes Muhlberger. Remember, he was working him over right there before the caution flag. He's going to take a sneak peek down to the inside. Here comes DJ Brundige. Going to muscle his way up there on the outside. Side by side, Muhlberger gets out of shape. There goes DJ Brundige. Brundige not done. Pushes the nose up the hill in corner number 4. Muhlberger gets back on by. Now Brundige's going to take a lane change down to the inside. Side by side off corner number 2 once again. Gets a little bit out of shape. Bumps up into Muhlberger. As Chucky Elms going to go around over there off corner number 2. The rest of the field able to continue on. And that one couldn't have got ugly. Going to lead the field in this caution flag heat race number 2 for the Sportsman down to the cone down here. He's going to fire off corner number 4, and away we go. Everybody going to pass the cone, then they can step out of line. And Hartman trying to step out of line right there to the inside, now the outside, down the backstretch, into corner number 3. Constantino still got the top spot, going to slide up just a little bit, open the door, but Hartman can't close the distance down the front stretch. We've got 7 laps in the books, just over the halfway point. And once again, the top 2 trying to run away and hide from the rest of the field. Atkins right now holds on to the number 3 spot, but he's got Jay Lias right there, and don't look now. But here comes the 76 of Paul Dunham as well. Back at the tail end of this one, car number 6, Chucky Elms, trying to get back into a qualifying spot as he sits at the tail end of the field on this one. Challenge for the lead once again. Tim Hartman not letting Constantino get away too far, not giving him any breathing room. Even though they're both in a qualifying spot, Hartman wants to cross the line first into corner number 3. He's going to throw it down deep and hard on the inside. Pushes up the hill. Constantino able to skate away at the parallel flags. Just about a car length, but here comes Hartman one more time down the backstretch into corner number 3. Off corner number 4 this time by. Going to see the white flag. One more lap for your race leader, Constantino. Hartman, if he's got anything for him, he better go now. Into corner number 1, off corner number 2. Hartman with a good run, going to hang with Constantino. Constantino just too strong down there on the inside. Hartman going to give it everything he's got up on the top. Not quite enough. Checkered flag coming out. Constantino going to pick up the win. Coming home second is Tim Hartman Jr. Third and final qualifying spot, car number 6. That's one of our invaders here tonight, Lem Atkins. He's going to pick himself up a seat into the big dance. On the outside looking in, car number 99, Jay Lias. The 916 of DJ. That is John Miller. John Miller starting to scratch. So 10 cars all vying for 3 spots. 12 laps is the distance. Green is go. Off corner number 4. Into corner number 1. Off corner number 2. Savage going to grab the top spot. 3, 4 wide off corner number 2. Everybody going to sort it out. And Adam McAuliffe going to sort himself a spot. Hang on to it. Mark Mortensen hard into the wall. In corner number 3. And red lights are on. Red lights coming on the field. And everybody went flying down into corner number 3, and the back end of Mortensen just slid right out underneath him. No contact or anything, just went sliding out. And the worst spot in corner number 3 to hit right there on the outside of the barrier. And red lights are on. We are going to send the safety crew over there to his attention. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just got the word over the radio. How about it? Mark Mortensen is okay. Having a little hard time getting out, but he is okay. They're going to try to flip the car over there so he can get out of the car. And that is why we have the safety barriers. That is why we have the cars that we do nowadays. They are probably part of the safest of any in the business. Got the 5-point harness, the helmet, the roll cage, the Hans device, the fireproof suit. You got all that, and for that reason right there, they get the car right in on all 4 wheels. And give him just a minute to get Mark out of the car, but he is, again, okay. Burgers, fries, hot dogs, soda. What else you getting up here, Mike? Look at this. All right, original restart. No laps in the books. We are trying to do this one more time. And here comes Chucky Allen on the outside. He's going to drive it down hard into corner number 1. Off the high side, grabs the top spot. Rolling Mike Tholin holds on to the number 2 spot right now. 3 wide for the number 3 spot. Remember, that's the final qualifying spot right now. Adam McAuliffe has it. But Johnny Marsh working down on the inside. Marsh, no stranger to this racetrack. He's got company up there on the outside. Hang on, Justin Boehler goes up the hill. Chad Edwards sneaks underneath. But the man up at the front of this one, Chucky Allen, leads it. Make it 4, 5, 6 car lengths down into corner number 1 right now over Mike Tholin. McAuliffe has that number 3 spot right now, but Marsh all over the back end of him. And then the number 6 through 10 spot, so close you could throw a blanket over them, as they go down the backstretch into corner number 3. Everybody trying to sort it out. You still want to finish good, because that is going to be how you start in the feature event here tonight. Once again, your race leader, Chuck Allen, off corner number 4. Mike Tholin riding the number 2 spot. Third is the 252 of Adam McAuliffe. Right there, hot on his heels, is the 23 of Johnny Marsh Jr. Justin Combs rides in the number 5 spot right now, followed by John Miller, Chad Edward, last year's winner. Justin Boehler and Anthony Cardamone rounding out the field. Remember, Mark Mortensen went to the pit area. And his collision win the wall out there on the outside of corner number 3. Halfway down, halfway remains. 6 laps in the books for the Savage. He's up at the front of this one, rolling the top side of the speedway. Trying to run it up there in the danger zone down the backstretch into corner number 3. Almost a full straightaway the advantage right now. Chucky Allen almost looks like he's got his modified engine in here for the Sportsman. Mike Tholin rides the number 2 spot, safe and secure. Adam McAuliffe got a little bit of breathing room finally over Johnny Marsh, who slides up the hill, and here comes Combs down the backstretch. Combs on the outside looking in, but he wants to get a good finishing spot so he can start towards the front in the Consolation event. He's going to chase Johnny Marsh down the front stretch into corner number 1, working the high side. Chad Edwards right there behind them as well, with Miller, Boehler, and Cardamone in tow. Cardamone just about a straightaway ahead of Chucky Allen, who's your race leader, who's a straightaway ahead of Mike Tholin, who's your runner-up. Allen this time into corner number 3, off corner number 4. Parallel flags in the air. 2 laps remain for your race leader. Chucky Allen down into corner number 1, off corner number 2 on the high side. Smooth and steady. Colin Silk down into corner number 3, playing it safe right there in the middle of the speedway, off corner number 4. You want to pick up the white flag. 4 more left-hand turns, make it 3, make it 2, off corner number 2 down the backstretch, and Chucky Allen going to pick himself up a heat race win into corner number 3 for the final time, off corner number 4, checkered flag in the air. Chucky Allen picking up the win Coming home second, Mike Tholin. Third and final transfer spot goes to the 252 of Adam McAuliffe. McAuliffe in the number 3 spot. Johnny Marsh coming home fourth. Fifth at the line was Justin Combs over Chad Edwards. John Miller came home seventh, followed by Justin Boehler and Anthony Cardamone. So that's how heat race number 3 going to go down into the record books. Heat race. All right, so the field all set, looking for the green. Joe Oxett looks him over to hit the cone, and away we go. Down into corner number 1 for the first time. Jack Gentile going to lead the boys down into corner number 1, off corner number 2, and here comes Jeremiah Munson storming to the front on the outside. He's going to grab himself a qualifying spot, but Dan Santa Barbara working out on the inside. Gentile slides up the hill, the whole field coming right up behind him on the back bumper. Pearson going to look to the inside, off corner number 2, trying to grab the top spot. He has to settle for the runner-up spot right now. Santa Barbara comes off just a little bit sideways. That allows Boniface right up there on the back bumper. He's going to go to work on the outside. Dan Santa Barbara a little bit of hard time off corner number 4. That puts Boniface up there in the wall. We've got a car hard into the wall in corner number 1. And another car up here on the front stretch parked facing the crowd. That is the 33X of Butchie Wilcox. So tough break for Wilcox. No place to go, jammed the brakes, and he hit hard into the outside wall. Looks like Boniface going to continue on under his own power, but he's going to have to go to the pit area to have that car checked out as he made hard contact. Flipping. And we've got the caution lights on once again. So Jack Gentile grabbed the top spot at the green. The original green hasn't looked back yet. And he's looking to pick up heat race number 4. So off corner number 4 looking for the cone. And we are racing it underway. Remember, you cannot pass before you hit the cone. You can fire off 4. And the field all doing so. Shaffer trying to find a way by Coombs. He gets a little bit out of shape. Looks like he's able to continue on. As he goes right back to work on the outside of Ostrander. Ostrander giving a good run down on the inside. That's the battle on the speedway right now. Keep an eye on Corey Wilder. He is on the outside looking in right now, but he is all over the back bumper. Jeremiah Munson down into 3 and 4. Remember, that's where Munson went high and lost the number 2 spot to fall back to 3rd. So keep an eye on that. Corey Wilder just needs one more spot to pick himself up a ticket to get into the 100 lap, $2,000 to win event here. Meanwhile, back up front, picking up the leader. Parallel flags in the air, 2 laps to go. Jack Gentile down into corner number 1, off corner number 2. Pearson hanging with him, but making 3 car lengths the distance down the backstretch into corner number 3. Gentile goes a little bit high. Pearson can't close the distance. White flag. One more circuit for your race leader, Jack Gentile, down into corner number 1. Playing it safe right through the middle of the speedway down the backstretch. Sharp looking car number 20 out there. Into corner number 3 and 4 for the final time. Picking up the win. Checker flag in the air, Jack Gentile. Adam Pearson coming home in the number 2 spot. 3rd and final spot in the show out of qualifier number 4. That is Jeremiah Munson. Going to start up towards the front. All right, so 11 cars fighting for 3 spots, 12 laps. We've got none in the book yet so far. We're going to try it one more time. Off corner number 4, you see the tire with the cone stuffed inside. That's the magic go spot. Constantino looks for it, hits the gas, and away we go. Pessalano going to work out there on the outside, down into corner number 1. Pessalano tries to overtake him. Constantino slides up the hill, opened the door, and Pessalano shot right on through. Might have kicked it open just a little bit. Hang on, Constantino going way up towards the wall. Pessalano going to grab the top spot. Constantino falls back to the number 2 spot. Johnny the Jet working over Constantino right now. He rides in the number 3 spot. Don't look now, but Rockefeller in 4th. 5th is Eaton. Here comes Rockefeller on the back bumper. As he slides up the hill, going to lose some ground, and Johnny the Jet keeps it off the wall. Might have skated the right rear all the way down the front stretch along the wall, but he recovers nicely, and here comes the Jet. Working down to the inside, Johnny Scarborough trying to overtake the number 2 spot right now. Oh, Dave Constantino. His brother Steve did a good job picking up a heat race win. Now he's going to try to do the same, but he's got a long road to home. as Pessalano. He might have used a self-express checkout there. He used the quick lane, got out of dodge, and now he's got a half a straightaway advantage right now. Down into corner number 1, off corner number 2. Down the backstretch into corner number 3, all by himself out at the front of this one. Corner number 24P, that is Brian Pessalano. Riding in number 2 spot still is Dave Constantino. Hot on his heels in attack mode. The pizza longs, car number 61S of John Scarborough, not giving him any breathing room as those two duke it out. Here comes Scarborough down to the inside. Rockefeller starting to reel them in, and Eaton starting to reel all of them in as they charge down the front stretch into corner number 1. Halfway down, halfway to go for your race leader, Brian Pessalano off corner number 4. Going to complete lap number 7. The field still trying to sort it out there behind it. And Constantino doing a good job holding off the invader, but John Scarborough knows how to wheel a race car. Don't count him out yet. Still a lot of time. And here comes Rockefeller, going to dive bomb down on the inside. Can't make it stick. Scarborough with the experience just going to drive around up there on the outside. All right, so correction, that is the 816 of Cody Blue piloting that machine tonight. So the Milkman duking it out with the deck. Off corner number 2 down the backstretch. And Cody Blue, now that makes sense as he's working down to the inside. A little aggressive driving style, and that is my good buddy, the Milkman, at the parallel flags, trying to get himself a spot into the show off corner number 2. Scarborough going to slide up the hill. Here comes the Blue Bomber down the backstretch into corner number 3. They're going to race this one right out to the end. Little bit of bump, little bit of contact, but Rubbin is racing down into corner number 1 for the final time. Cody Blue now slides up the hill, tries to take the line away. Scarborough going to drive down to the inside into corner number 3. They're going to race it off corner number 4. Scarborough taps him up the hill, and they race it to the line. And we're going to have to go to the score for this one. Burdo, Stan Lemieux inside of Fred Muhlberger, followed by Jeremy Pitts, Anthony Cardamone. Making up the last row on this one, Leo Susi and the number 12 of Shea Montgomery. We are green flag racing and underway. Ray Zemken going to race his way up to the top spot right now, but he's got company in the likes of prior track champion Corey Wilder working right there within a car length the distance down the front stretch. And it looked like might have been a little bit of puff of smoke out of the onesie of Zemken. Keep an eye on that one. Wilder reeled him in, but Zemken able to skate away. 3 wide off corner number 2. Not Montgomery, the odd man out, had to back out of that one. Susi also hit the binder, so he didn't get into the back. Oh, Shea Montgomery back up to the front of this one. Racing Ray Zemken races his way off corner number 2 down the backstretch. He's your race leader right now. Corey Wilder in tow. Riding in the number 3 spot right now is DJ Brundige. 4th and final spot out of this one into the show belongs to Chad Edwards. We've got a car slow here on the front stretch. That's the number 8 of Jimmy Eaton. Jimmy Eaton slow off corner number 4, but finds the gas pedal once again off corner number 2, so might have kicked it out of gear, but he is able to continue on. Ray Zemken stretching out the advantage right now over Corey Wilder. Wilder is safe and secure right now as he is 2 spots ahead. Well, having to pack up and go home, he rides in the runner-up spot right now. Once again, 12 laps of distance, taking 4 out of this one. 13 cars vying for 4 spots. Last chance qualifier, last chance to get into the dance, and we're halfway down, halfway home right now for Ray Zemken. Rides in the number 1 spot. 2nd rides Corey Wilder. 3rd is still a toss-up right now. DJ Brundige has it over Chad Edwards. Those two got to be careful because right now they are in. They got to be careful because Fred Muhlberger is coming. Brundige shoves the nose. Here comes Lunchbox down to the inside. Side by side off corner number 4. Brundige powers around on the outside. Chad Edwards going to try it again. He was your 602 national winner here just 1 year ago. Wants to get back to victory lane. Right now he's still got to get a spot in. If he can hang on to the number 4 spot, he will have a spot at the tail end of the starting lineup. We've got a car slow on the backstretch. The 8 of Jimmy Eaton slow. Looks like he's going to get to the safety of the pit area. The field's going to charge around him. Now your race leader caught up into the back of lap traffic. Leo Susi slides high, opens the door. There goes Ray Zemken down the backstretch to the inside. So your race leader just put Leo Susi down a lap. Now it's parallel flags. He is a full straightaway ahead right now of Corey Wilder. Ray Zemken, definitely the class act of this field. But the battle is for the number 3-4 spot right now. Another car slowing off the pace, the 12S of Montgomery. Gonna go pit side. White flag out this time by 4 more left-hand turns for Racing Ray Zemken. Down into corner number 1 off corner number 2. The veteran knows play it safe, play it steady, play it slow through corner number 3, off corner number 4. Checkered flag in the air, picking up a spot through the last chance qualifier, Ray Zemken, bringing home a win in Consi event number 1. Coming home second at the line, Corey Wilder. Third, DJ Brundige. Fourth, Chad Edwards. Not making the cut, not making the show. Nick Lucier going to tag on to the tail end of this one with Ryan Darcy in the 21. Great means go off corner number 4, racing out into corner number 1. Pick up the battle for the lead right now. And Derrick McGrew shot up to the top spot. He's going to shoot right over the front end of Cody Blue. The field piles in behind him. Couple cars hard into the corn. And we've got a red flag racing condition out once again. And looks like the other car missing, looks like the 50J of Justin Boehler. Might have done a nosedive over the backstretch down into the cornfield. So Troy Palmer and Justin Boehler sit back there off the backstretch. Nick Lucier has some sheet metal damage on that, number 3L. You can see that. He was a late entry. As well as Lucier, also not out there. Ladies and gentlemen, last call on the 50-50. Want to give her a long last call. She's working it by herself, so if you see her, it's probably the last time you're going to see her. Flag her down, get your 50-50 tickets. Heidi's working it out there. Green off corner number 4. We are racing it underway. Once again, Combs going to jump up to the top spot. 3 wide for the race lead. Forsthoffer gets shoved up, and here comes McGrew to make it 3 wide. Almost gets into Boniface, leaning up on Forsthoffer, working down to the inside. He's going to pick up 1, 2, 3. Now he's back into the show. Couple cars getting together once again. Caution lights on again. Lucier. It's actually Elms because Lucier and Boehler are a lap down. Green means go off corner number 4 once again. Combs going to be the first one to fire. Palmer right there on his back. Bumper down into corner number 1 off corner number 2. McGrew got stuck right there, and here comes Boniface to the outside. 3 wide down the backstretch into corner number 3. Boniface gets up into Lias. He's trying to get a spot into the show. Lias all over the place on the outside. And the 2 make contact off 4. Lias shoots right back down to the bottom to try to cover it. Here comes Ostrander to try to race his way into the show as well. Your race leader right now, Combs, followed by Palmer, followed by Derrick McGrew. And your 4th and final spot right now belongs to the 99 NY of Jay Lias. Couple cars slow here on the front stretch. Everybody jostling for some racing room out there. Now Boniface going to try to reel in the 99 of Lias. Lias all over the place. And here comes Ostrander down to the inside. Ostrander, a rookie here. Now trying to race his way into the 602 Nationals. Side by side right now for the number 5 spot. But that's still 1 spot short. And Boniface going to go to work on the outside of Lias. Lias doing a good job taking about as much room as he can on the track. Bobbles just a little bit off corner number 4. Boniface going to shoot to the inside. Lias might be going backwards on a one-way street right now. Going to give up the final spot into the show right now to Tyler Boniface. Cross flags in the air. 6 laps in the books. 6 laps remain for Justin Combs right now. He's got the top spot. Second rides the number 17 of Palmer. Palmer going to reel him in on the back bumper. And the 2 go nose to tail into the turn. Off corner number 4. New race leader just over the halfway point. Troy Palmer drove around the outside of Justin Combs. Combs back to the number 2 spot. Third is Derrick McGrew. 4th and final spot in the show right now belongs to Boniface. Right there behind him on the outside looking in is a whole bunch of cars, including Lias, Ostrander, Elms, Justin Boehler, Darcy, and if you can see that, that's the 3L of Nick Lucier. So 9 laps in the books, just about 3/4 of the way into this one. 3 laps remain, making 2.5 as Palmer's already on the backstretch. Working down into corner number 3, off corner number 4. Parallel flags in the air. That means 2 laps to go for your race leader, Troy Palmer. Palmer now stretching out the advantage over Combs. Combs doing a good job keeping some distance between himself and McGrew. McGrew rides 3rd. Car off the pace over there in corner number 2. And you can see the front end is broke on the Elms machine. And Lucier all in jeopardy of going back on the hook right now. Green means go once again off corner number 4. Back underway racing, and Troy Palmer races his way down into corner number 1. Boniface going to challenge for the number 3 spot, going to grab the number 3 spot momentarily. Down into corner number 3, working the outside of Derrick McGrew. McGrew working down on the inside, raising the left front tire, but he's going to get by. So Boniface now got a spot into the show, and he's not on the bubble right now, but here comes McGrew right back to the inside. Boehler racing for the number 5 spot. Doesn't know it, but he's a lap down. Checker flag coming out, picking up the win. Troy Palmer, second, and the line goes to Justin Combs. Third, Tyler Boniface, getting in by the skin of his teeth. That is the number 26 of Derrick McGrew. Not making the cut, having to load it back up on the trailer. Tough break for the is spot number 5. Green means go off corner. Number 4 down the front stretch into corner number 1 off corner number 2. New race leader Ken Hinsch. He's going to grab the top spot. He's going to race all the way up to the number 1 spot off corner number 4. Hang on, happy Henry Shaffer way up there on the outside, being challenged right now by the number 5 machine. And that is Gary Siemons. Siemons having to go through the Consolation as he was not here for a heat race. Back up to the front of this one, picking up at the top spot, Ken Hinsch. He's got the top spot right now, riding over Johnny Marsh Jr. in second. Third is Shaffer. Fourth and final spot right now belongs to Dunham. He's on the hot seat on the bubble, and John Miller knows it, trying to pop it into corner number 1 off corner number 2. Takes a peek to the inside. Chris Shaffer slow a little bit on the backstretch, and car in trouble. That is the number 23 of Johnny Marsh. Marsh running in the runner-up spot, and doesn't look like there's a flat tire on that machine. But the caution going to come out as he was. All right, green means go between the corners off corner number 4. We're racing it on our way. Shaffer going to take a peek to the inside. Can't make a stick. Now he's going to go to work down on the bottom. So high side working the low side right now. And how about the number 20 machine? Just raced his way in and then lost 2 spots. And he's going to get shuffled all the way to the tail end of this one. Tough break for him. Sheffy was up inside the top 3, and now he's all the way back at the tail end of this one. Had a great restart on it, Chaffee did, but had to go back to the tail end of that one as he couldn't make a stick, and everybody drove right on by. John Miller not content with the hot seat, lost 1 more spot at the halfway point. He's trying to work over Paul Dunham, but Dunham doing a good job hanging on to the number 3 spot right now. Miller rides 4th, 5th, and on the outside looking in right now, again, Siemons, he did not come out for a heat race, so the last chance qualifier is his only chance qualifier. He's working on the outside, trying to qualify a spot into the show. He's going to go to work on the back bumper of Miller. Miller right now on the bubble, and he's got company because here comes Chaffee down to the inside as well. So Siemons and Chaffee both trying to make the tow here tonight, trying to make the spot into the show as they race their way right now just outside of the 5th and 6th spot. Meanwhile, our race leader Ken Hinsch right now going to click off lap number 9. Shaffer rides 2nd. Chris Shaffer, that is. 3rd is Paul Dunham. 4th, John Miller. 5th on the outside looking in right now, in jeopardy of putting the car on the trailer when this one's done. That's the number 5 of Gary Siemons, as well as Kevin Chaffee, Jim Bemis, and Harry Shaffer. Parallel flags in the air. That means 2 to go this time by. Making about a lap and a half as he's already into corner number 3 off corner number 4. Off corner number 4, white flag in the air for your race leader. And just hit the wall. You saw a bunch of stuff come off the car. Tough break. Can he bring it home? He had almost a half a track ahead, and he's going to finish this one on a right rear flat. Hang on to it off corner number 4. Ken Hinsch on a flat right rear, going to pick out the win. Coming home 2nd is Chris Shaffer. 3rd at the lines, John Miller. Had a qualifying spot going to the white flag, but didn't finish that one. Is Paul Dunham.